Hey everyone, Meghan Markle is once again caught in a whirlwind of rumors, this time with claims that she's been involved with a mysterious man named John Fitzpatrick. While it may seem like just tabloid gossip, the ongoing chatter, along with supposed photos and Meghan's increasingly unpredictable public appearances, hint that there could be more to this story. This latest controversy paints a picture of someone whose constant pursuit of fame, wealth, and relevance may be leading her to make questionable choices. As the media spotlight grows brighter, Meghan's every move is being scrutinized like never before. From her calculated connections to what appears to be a need to stay in the public eye, the Duchess of Sussex seems to be navigating a complicated and ever-changing game. Here, we'll explore the possible impact of these rumors, dive into the bigger picture of Meghan's drive for status and security, and consider how her actions may be affecting those closest to her, especially Prince Harry. The name John Fitzpatrick has recently come up in connection with Meghan Markle, fueling widespread speculation about their relationship. While Meghan's team has tried to downplay Fitzpatrick as just an acquaintance, ongoing reports along with alleged photos of the two looking quite close are casting doubt on those denials. It's raised questions about how well these two really know each other. The exact nature of their connection is still unclear, but Fitzpatrick is rumored to be a wealthy supporter who has helped Meghan adjust to life after leaving the royal family. His financial backing and frequent presence in her circle suggest Meghan's motives might go beyond just friendship. Critics point out that Meghan's relationship with Fitzpatrick could fit into a bigger pattern, aligning herself with powerful men to boost her image and financial position, something she's been accused of before. The possibility that Meghan might be involved with Fitzpatrick while married to Harry adds another layer of scandal to the already complicated situation. It brings up uncomfortable questions about her loyalty not just to Harry, but also to the image she's carefully created as a dedicated wife and mother. For someone who has always claimed to be mistreated by the media and rejected by the royal family, this new development could mark a turning point in how the public views her. This narrative shifts Meghan from being seen as a misunderstood outsider to a manipulative opportunist. Amid the rumors of infidelity, it's hard to ignore Meghan's careful steps to ensure financial security. Since stepping away from royal duties, both Meghan and Harry have actively sought out lucrative deals, from Netflix contracts to book deals and speaking engagements. But behind the glamour of their newfound freedom, it's becoming more apparent that Meghan's priority might not be love or family, it could be financial stability. Many have noticed that Meghan's decisions often seem focused on making money, whether it's using her royal connections for profit or forming relationships with wealthy individuals like Fitzpatrick. Her actions suggest she's always thinking about her next financial move. The fact that Meghan seems to be pulling away from Harry while building ties with powerful men adds to the idea that her marriage to the prince might have been less about romance and more about securing her status and wealth. Critics of Meghan argue that her post-royal life reflects a deep insecurity about her future, now that she can no longer depend on royal wealth. It seems she's rushing to build a financial empire that will support her long after the media attention fades. While the infidelity rumors are scandalous, they also highlight the extent she might go to ensure her financial comfort, even if it means crossing boundaries in her marriage. From the moment Meghan entered the royal spotlight, she's been skilled at creating a narrative where she's seen as a strong, independent woman unfairly treated by a distant and uncaring institution. But that story seems to be unraveling. Recent rumors about her alleged affair and focus on financial gain suggest that Meghan's public image may not be the full picture. Instead, it looks like it's been carefully designed to hide her true intentions. Meghan's increasing separation from Harry, whether through solo projects, independent appearances, or rumored relationships with other men, paints a picture of someone more focused on staying relevant than on strengthening her marriage. Her public persona, built around empowerment and resilience, doesn't seem to match her private actions, which appear to be driven by self-interest. The challenge for Meghan is that this gap between her public image and personal choices is becoming harder for people to overlook. As more stories emerge, As more stories come to light that contradict her carefully crafted image, the public's trust in Meghan's narrative continues to fade. Her insistence on portraying herself as a victim weakens when set against her relentless drive for status and wealth. For many, the issue isn't Meghan's ambition, it's that her goals seem to come at the cost of honesty, loyalty, and authentic relationships. Meghan's actions are raising concerns, and it's hard to ignore the impact they are having on Prince Harry. Once one of the most adored members of the royal family, Harry's public image has taken a serious hit since marrying Meghan. His growing distance from his family, combined with the constant controversy surrounding Meghan, has left him feeling isolated, conflicted, and uncertain. The rumors of Meghan's possible infidelity must be especially painful for Harry, considering the sacrifices he's made to stand by her side. Harry's exit from the royal family was portrayed as an act of love and loyalty, a decision to prioritize his wife and children over the strict boundaries of royal life. But as Meghan continues to stir controversy, the image of a devoted husband starts to resemble that of a man stuck in a toxic cycle, unable to break free from Meghan's increasingly self-destructive actions. For Harry, the question lingers: how much more can he take? His loyalty to Meghan, while admirable, has come with a heavy personal cost. He's distanced himself from his family, damaged his public reputation, and now faces the harsh reality that the woman he sacrificed everything for may not be as committed to their relationship as he is. The rumors about Meghan's connection with Fitzpatrick are more than just gossip. They challenge the very sacrifices Harry has made and the future he hoped for when he chose to leave royal life behind. One of the most revealing aspects of Meghan's recent behavior is her apparent desperation to stay in the spotlight. As the media buzz around her fades and new, more intriguing personalities take center stage, Meghan seems to be grasping at any opportunity to maintain relevance. From launching new ventures to participating in high-profile interviews, her every move appears designed to keep her name in the headlines. But instead of appearing strategic, her actions are increasingly being seen as desperate. The rumors surrounding her alleged affair with Fitzpatrick, along with her ongoing efforts to secure financial stability, paint the picture of a woman struggling too. Meghan's struggle to adapt to life outside the royal bubble is becoming more apparent. Once basking in the glow of global fame, the reality of fading relevance seems hard for her to accept. Her efforts to stay in the spotlight, whether through questionable relationships or headline-grabbing stunts, suggest that she fears being forgotten far more than facing public criticism. As Meghan gets older and her influence begins to fade, her actions seem less like those of an empowered woman and more like someone clinging to what remains of her fame. The harder she fights to stay relevant, the more she risks alienating the very audience she longs to impress. While Meghan initially won hearts with her modern fairy tale romance and outspoken personality, the public's interest has slowly turned into fatigue. The endless stream of drama, from royal conflicts to legal battles, has left many tired of the Sussex story. Meghan's unwillingness to step away from the spotlight has only deepened the public's growing disillusionment. The latest rumors of infidelity are just another chapter in a long list of controversies that have overshadowed her attempts to redefine herself. What was once seen as a breath of fresh air within the royal family is now perceived as an unending parade of scandals. The image of a strong, independent woman has been replaced by that of someone seemingly addicted to chaos, controversy, and attention. Critics argue that Meghan's inability to stay out of the headlines doesn't reflect strength, but rather deep insecurity. For someone who once championed positive change, her recent actions suggest she's more focused on maintaining her personal brand than on making a real difference. The public, growing weary of the constant drama, is losing interest in a duchess who seems trapped in a cycle of her own making. As Meghan faces this latest scandal, the question arises: what does she truly hope to achieve? For someone who fought so hard for independence from royal life, her ongoing need for public validation reveals a reliance on the very system she claims to reject. Her relentless pursuit of wealth, status, and influence paints a picture of someone still searching for something she can't seem to find. The rumors of infidelity and financial maneuvering suggest ambitions that, while grand, are also deeply destructive, critics argue. Critics argue that Meghan's ultimate goal isn't a life of quiet dignity, but one of constant reinvention, driven by the need to stay relevant at any cost. For her, every scandal, headline, and new connection seems like just another step in her ongoing quest to define herself on her own terms. But as her actions continue to alienate the public and strain personal relationships, the question remains: how long can she sustain this path? Can Meghan keep burning bridges and stirring controversy without eventually burning out, or will she have to face the reality that her pursuit of relevance has come at a much higher cost than she ever expected? Looking back at Meghan's journey from Hollywood actress to Duchess of Sussex, a pattern emerges: one of relentless ambition, but marked by poor judgment and an inability to move beyond the past. Her story is that of a woman willing to take risks, yet those risks are starting to appear more self-serving than noble. Despite all her discussions about empowerment and independence, Meghan's actions often reveal a deeper insecurity, a fear of becoming irrelevant. This fear drives her to make questionable choices and form dubious alliances. Whether it's the rumored affair with Fitzpatrick or her relentless chase for wealth, Meghan's behavior reflects a flawed understanding of true power. Real power, especially in the public eye, isn't about manipulating headlines or controlling narratives. It's about earning respect, demonstrating integrity, and committing to something bigger than oneself. Meghan's ongoing scandals paint the picture of a duchess still searching for validation in all the wrong places. As she navigates this latest chapter of her turbulent journey, the lessons she chooses to embrace or ignore will ultimately shape her legacy. For now, she remains a deeply polarizing figure admired by some, despised by others, and increasingly adrift in a sea of her own making. Whether Meghan can rise above the noise and discover a path that genuinely reflects the values she claims to uphold is still uncertain. One thing is clear: the world will be watching closely, and her next moves will be vital in defining who she is and who she wants to be in the public eye. As Meghan Markle continues to navigate the space between perception and reality, her actions reveal a story of a woman still very much in progress. The rumors of infidelity, financial maneuvering, and strategic positioning are more than just scandalous headlines. They offer a glimpse into Meghan's psyche. This reveals a duchess who is still grappling with the complicated dynamics of fame, love, and legacy. For Meghan, the challenge ahead will be to reconcile her ambitions with the realities of her public image. As the scandals continue to accumulate and the public's patience diminishes, Meghan faces an uncertain future. Every decision she makes carries the weight of her past, and each misstep risks undermining the narrative she has carefully constructed. Only time will reveal whether Meghan can genuinely reinvent herself, or if she will remain trapped in an endless cycle of scandal and reinvention that has defined her life. In this exploration, we will delve into new dimensions of Meghan's alleged infidelity, examining how her actions highlight deeper issues of ambition, manipulation, and the inherent fragility of her public persona. We will also consider the broader implications for Harry, whose steadfast support of Meghan now appears increasingly misguided and self-destructive. Let's explore these new angles and assess what they reveal about Meghan's character and the future of her already strained relationship with the British royal family. If the rumors of Meghan's affair with John Fitzpatrick are accurate, they highlight a troubling pattern where self-interest takes precedence over loyalty and integrity. This alleged infidelity signifies more than just a personal betrayal. It appears to be a calculated power play consistent with her history of using relationships to advance her own goals. The characterization of Fitzpatrick as a wealthy benefactor suggests that Meghan's motivations may stem less from passion and more from a desire for financial security and social influence. This rumored affair can be viewed as another instance of her willingness to leverage personal connections for personal gain, even at the expense of her marriage. Meghan has always been skilled at navigating social circles to her advantage, and her rumored involvement with Fitzpatrick seems to be a continuation of that strategy. For Meghan, relationships often seem to prioritize transactional value, what each person can provide in terms of status, wealth, or public perception, over emotional bonds. This behavior reflects a deeply manipulative mindset where loyalty and commitment are secondary to personal ambition. Critics argue that her marriage to Harry was the ultimate power move, offering her global recognition and a platform she could never have achieved independently. The allegations of infidelity. This suggests that Meghan's ambitions have not diminished, they have simply adapted to her new circumstances. If Fitzpatrick presents a more lucrative or advantageous path, Meghan seems ready to pursue it, regardless of the personal cost to those around her. While the rumors of her affair with Fitzpatrick have captured public attention, the real tragedy lies in the emotional toll it must take on Prince Harry. Harry has consistently positioned himself as Meghan's unwavering supporter, sacrificing his royal duties, family ties, and public standing to back her unconditionally. Yet Meghan's actions indicate that this loyalty may not be reciprocated in the way Harry had hoped. His devotion to Meghan has often been seen as a romantic act of defiance against an unwelcoming institution, but the reality is much more complicated. If Meghan has indeed been unfaithful, it raises serious questions about the very foundation of their relationship and leaves Harry grappling with an unimaginable betrayal. Harry's choice to cut ties with his family, move to a different continent, and face public criticism was all grounded in the belief that he was protecting and prioritizing his marriage. The possibility of infidelity would shatter that illusion, forcing Harry to confront the painful reality that his sacrifices may have been in vain. This betrayal extends beyond personal heartbreak. It also signifies a deep emotional crisis. For Harry, his commitment to Meghan has defined his post-royal life, and any hint of disloyalty from her undermines the entire narrative of their journey together. He now finds himself in a precarious situation, torn between his love for Meghan and the unsettling truth that her dedication to him may be more conditional than he ever realized. The timing of Meghan's rumored affair raises questions about her broader strategy and motivations, especially as her public image continues to suffer from one scandal after another. Her alleged involvement with Fitzpatrick seems less like a romantic error and more like a calculated move aimed at securing her future. With her relevance diminishing and her relationship with Harry increasingly strained, Meghan's actions suggest a desperate effort to maintain control over her narrative and financial security by aligning herself with a wealthy and influential figure. Fitzpatrick appears to offer a potential safety net both financially and socially should her marriage to Harry falter. Critics argue that this behavior exemplifies. This reflects her broader approach to life, constantly seeking the next opportunity and positioning herself to gain advantages, regardless of the impact on those around her. However, this strategy carries significant risks. Meghan's dependence on personal relationships to maintain her status is a fragile game, one that can easily backfire if her true motivations are revealed. The public's patience with Meghan's behavior is running thin, and her increasingly obvious attempts to manipulate her circumstances only deepen the distrust. For Meghan, the potential costs of these calculated risks may soon outweigh any benefits, leaving her more isolated and discredited than ever. The ongoing rumors of her infidelity are just the latest in a long line of controversies that have severely undermined her credibility. While Meghan once enjoyed considerable public sympathy as a victim of royal mistreatment and media harassment, her actions in recent years have eroded much of that goodwill. The allegations of an affair with Fitzpatrick are particularly damaging because they strike at the core of the story Meghan has carefully crafted. She has worked tirelessly to build a narrative centered on love, loyalty, and defiance against the odds. However, public sentiment toward Meghan has shifted dramatically as each new scandal reveals inconsistencies in her tale. The more she tries to control the narrative, the more her actions contradict the values she claims to uphold. Her repeated calls for privacy ring hollow against her ongoing need for media attention and attempts to portray herself as a wronged wife, especially in light of the rumors surrounding her own indiscretions. As the public grows increasingly disillusioned with Meghan, the space she once occupied as a relatable, modern royal has shifted to a perception of her as manipulative and self-serving. The allegations of infidelity only add to this narrative, portraying her as someone willing to betray even those closest to her to advance her broader ambitions. For Meghan, the challenge will not only be to defend herself against these claims, but also to rebuild a public image that has been systematically dismantled by her own actions. While the focus remains on Meghan's alleged affair, the implications for the broader royal family are significant. Meghan's behavior has consistently pulled the royals into her web of controversy, forcing them to confront issues that are both deeply personal and highly public. The rumors of infidelity serve as just another example of how Meghan's actions have far-reaching effects on her family. The situation has put the entire institution on the defensive, casting doubt on the royal family's ability to manage its own members and uphold its carefully cultivated image. For King Charles, Prince William, and the rest of the senior royals, Meghan represents an ongoing challenge to their authority and public standing. Her actions, whether intentional or not, have forced the family to confront uncomfortable truths about loyalty, integrity, and the complexities of modern relationships. The allegations of infidelity add another layer of complexity to an already strained situation, raising questions about how the royal family can protect its reputation while navigating such a high-profile scandal. Meghan's relentless pursuit of attention and her continued presence in the public eye mean that the royal family will likely remain entangled in her dramas for the foreseeable future. For an institution that values discretion and stability, Meghan's antics present a constant source of disruption, one that the royals must carefully manage if they hope to maintain their credibility in the eyes of the public. The rumors about Meghan being unfaithful have sparked a lot of talk about her marriage with Harry. Even though they appear to be together in public, it seems like there are serious issues behind the scenes. Meghan's alleged affair with Fitzpatrick raises tough questions about trust, loyalty, and what the future holds for them, issues they can no longer ignore. Harry's strong support for Meghan has always been a key part of their relationship, but these betrayal rumors put that support to the test. If Harry realizes that Meghan might not be as devoted to their marriage as he thought, it would hit him hard and make him rethink the sacrifices he's made and the path he's taken. The weight of Meghan's choices, along with constant media attention, has put a lot of stress on their marriage, stress that may become too much to bear. For Meghan, the challenge is to navigate this storm without losing Harry, the one person who's always been there for her. However, as rumors about infidelity keep coming, it's clear that the journey ahead will be tough. The couple's ability to survive this latest challenge will rely not just on their love for each other, but also on their readiness to face the uncomfortable truths that have emerged in their relationship. It's clear that Meghan's actions have far-reaching effects, not just on her marriage to Harry, but also on her public image and future goals. Her constant chase for status, wealth, and control has led her to treat personal relationships as things that can be easily replaced, valuable only while they meet her needs. This method might work in the short term, but it has left a path of broken relationships, damaged reputations, and disappointed fans. Meghan's story is about ambition without self-awareness. It's a warning about how the never-ending quest for personal gain can lead to one's downfall. If her alleged affair with Fitzpatrick is true, it represents not only a betrayal of Harry, but also highlights how far Meghan is willing to go to stay in the spotlight and secure her future. Ultimately, Meghan's biggest challenge won't be dealing with the latest scandal, but facing the deeper issues that influence her actions. For Harry, the fallout from Meghan's actions is a painful wake-up call about his choices. His loyalty, once viewed as admirable, now seems misguided, caught in a cycle of support that might be causing more harm than good. As the couple faces an uncertain future, they must deal with the consequences of their decisions, a complex and personal struggle that will shape not only their relationship but also their standing in the public eye. Meghan's ongoing pattern of manipulation, infidelity, and self-interest reveals a significant gap between her public image and her private actions. She has created her brand around themes of empowerment and resilience, but her behavior often contradicts those values. Until Meghan is ready to face the contradictions in her life, she will continue to be a polarizing figure, recognized not for her potential for positive change, but for the endless controversies that seem to follow her.